So recipe time. I did get a really good recipe. I kind of tweaked it myself for guacamole, which is a healthy thing to snack on. Being a bariatric patient, you shouldn't get in the habit of snacking, but I made some homemade salsa as well, so I'll give you the recipe for that. So what you want to get, and I'm gonna first give you my salsa recipe, and you'll need either a magic bullet or you can do it by hand or a blender, whatever you have. So for salsa, you can either take whatever type of tomatoes you like. Roma tomatoes. I use my magic bullet, so I like to use about 12 to 15 of the cherry or grape tomatoes. Yeah, the grape tomatoes. If you use a Roma tomato, you're probably going to want to use 1.5 Roma tomatoes. If you use a Campari, I think it's called Campanelli or Campari. There's these little good ass tomatoes. They're bigger than a grape tomato, but you can use like 6 of those, and a clove of garlic, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, some cilantro, half of a lime squeezed, and jalapenos, fresh or jarred, whatever you like. Depending on how spicy you like it, I usually use like either a half of a fresh jalapeno or like the equivalent of that and the sliced jarred jalapenos. So that's what I like to use. Put it all in the bullet or your blender, and you got salsa. You can make it as chunky or as soft as you like. You can also add onions if you like onions in your salsa. I do you like to use the red onion. If you don't have red onions, you can use white onions. It's pretty good. But you can make a verde salsa, which is a green salsa, or in which you use green tomatoes. It tastes very fresh, very good. Ever since I've been making my own salsa, I don't buy canned salsa anymore because that's my thing that I do. Now I will give you my recipe for my guacamole, and I think it's really good. So you want to get 3 avocados, take the skin off, and get the pit out. You mash that up really well. You're gonna want to take a teaspoon of chili powder and put it in there, a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, as much or as little or none cilantro as you like, a half of a lime squeezed, about a fourth of a onion diced very well, and 1 to 2 Roma tomatoes, depending on how you like tomatoes, diced. And you mash it all up together, and boom, you got the best guacamole ever. I will show you guys a picture of it. I wish I could have recorded myself making it, but maybe next time. And I will post the recipe for that below. Today, I am making macaroni and cheese, a pot roast with some carrots and potatoes, and green beans, as well as cornbread. Now, no, I'm not eating all of this by myself. I really don't get to eat like a lot. I literally have to put like a dab of each of that on my plate, be really full and miserable. But everybody has to get their fix somehow, and my fix is cooking. I like feeding people. I love to cook. I love to feed people. When people are not hungry, they're happy. They're not hangry, they're happy. So I like to cook for my friends, and my friends come over, we chill, play the video games, and I like to cook. So that's what I do. So I will get to showing you guys the finished products of everything. Alrighty. I'm really very sorry for one, how I look, and for how dark it is in here. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm turning on the light, and I will show you guys my stuff. I got my green beans going. I got the cornbread. If you're interested in my cornbread recipe, I am not just going to give that out online, just know it's good. I got the pot roast going, and as you can see, it's got red potatoes and baby carrots inside, and my macaroni and cheese. Let's see if it's almost done. My macaroni and cheese is in the oven. Okay, looking good, looking good. We're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna uncover that so we can dry it out a little bit. If you make macaroni and cheese, you'll know what that means. But let me turn. We're gonna do about 15 more minutes on that mac and cheese. Say hey, baby. Oh, this is my dog. Y'all know I've had baby for a while. I don't know why her leash is still on. Sorry about that. I adopted a new kitten. Her name is Aunt Jemima. I'm gonna turn on the light in here so y'all can see. I'm sorry that my living room is so messy. But yeah, since I've last made a video, I have moved into a new apartment. My screen is off already, yes. And I like my little view. I'm kind of in the back of the neighborhood, but I got a nice little porch. My living room is a mess, but this is Aunt Jemima, my little munchkin kitty. She's about 5 pounds. Somebody brought her into work, which I work at an animal hospital, and she needed a home. So I don't know if I'm going to give her away or keep her, but I mean, for right now, she's a good cat. And as you can see, she gets along great with my cat that I already had, Blue. Hey, Blue. Say hi, Blue. Handsome. My handsome man. And this cat hates me because I try to rub her. And so, oh, no, she let me rub her. Most of the time, she try to bite me. Baby, let me take your leash off. Sorry. Sorry. So, I got the TV, got, all that. I got this cool, wall clock. It's pretty cool. I ordered it online. I got this, chalkboard calendar, which I like. You got to change the numbers around for March. I know it's almost the end of March. I have this chalkboard wallpaper, and I just kind of leave notes for myself and everything like that. My aunt got me this like cool 3D. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, cool like 3D kind of doggy poster. It looks weird on camera. And my little sister wrote a note for me. The storm is just prep for your rainbow, which I thought was so sweet. This is my cute little kitchen. I like the little window. It's tiny, but I mean, it's enough space for me. It's my dining room, and that's all junky, sorry. And over here is my bathroom, if you'll see. And, girls only. Not really. I just thought that was cute. And then my bedroom where the magic doesn't happen. And who's that over there on my TV? Oh, it's me. You can't really see. Wait, hold on. Hey, it's me. Who's that? So, and check out the bod. Oh, you can't really see. Hold on, let me turn on the light. Sorry about my messy room. Check out. But I'm officially like 250 something pounds. So I've lost since my highest weight of 390, and then the surgery day was 369. I'll calculate those numbers up for y'all. So as some of you may know, I am a veterinary technician. I work at a veterinary emergency and referral center that's specialty surgery, stuff like that. I have internal medicine, dermatology. We don't do like vaccines or anything like that, but I work the emergency department. So the cool thing is kind of get to work with everything that comes in. I love my job. I work about 3 nights a week, but since moving, I recently had car issues. I needed to get a part-time job. So I'm actually working with Purina as a pet nutrition ambassador. They sent me to St. Louis. It was so nice. I'm going to post some pictures for training, for 3 days of training. I met great people I'm going to be working with in the Atlanta market. Pretty much I get to go to specialty pet retail stores like PetSmart and Petco and talk to people about nutrition, and specifically Pro Plan, Purina Pro Plan. No, I'm not a veterinarian or giving anybody medical advice, but if they have questions, and even if, they want to ask a question about their dog or not even buying the product or need help around the store. Sorry, my eyelash is tripping, y'all. It's about time to call my lady. Sorry. even if it's, you know, something that they need in the store, I can help them with. But Purina was great. They gave me this nice iPad. Of course, I got to give it back when I'm done. But I get to keep it at least until December. I hope that this position continues because I really like this job. And this is Yammer, which is our social media network, specifically for the Purina pet nutrition ambassadors all over the country. And pretty much what we get to do is I'll show you some of the posts, which you can't really see. People are posting what they've done in store, things like that. And I'll show you some of, I'll actually post some of my pictures in the end of this video. But it's a great job. It pays really well, and I get to do what I love. I get to be around animals and help clients. I actually ran into a client at a PetSmart that I was at yesterday that I cared for their pet at my other job. And he was so happy to see me. He called me his guardian angel, and it was so sweet. He gave me a hug, and I love that little pit bull. But that's pretty much an update on me. I have been battling my rheumatoid arthritis, so I haven't been able to work out like I should. And, you know, I kind of feel like I beat myself up about it because I feel like I'm making an excuse for myself. But I don't know if you ever dealt with rheumatoid arthritis, but it's like you're not in control of your body and you're inflamed and you can't move and you're stiff. It's like being in rigor mortis, and that's like when the body is dead and stiff, and it hurts. It hurts to move. It hurts. I don't want people to hug me, and I'm a loving person, and I'm like avoiding hugs and stuff like that. People think I'm mad at them because I don't want to hug, and I love hugs. So that's what I got to deal with. But I am back on, I'm off. I was on a course of chemotherapy, and go back and see how my numbers are at the rheumatologist. I may have to do it. The only thing I hate about the chemotherapy, yeah, it makes your hair thin, and yeah, it does tire you out, and sometimes it weakens your immune system, which is probably why I'm sick now. Thanks to my little sister for doing that. But that's what I have to update right now. I don't know why I thought somebody was behind me. Probably my damn teddy bear. I be seeing stuff, y'all. I'm hallucinating. But I'm enjoying life right now. I'm doing well, and I'm going to continue on my weight loss journey. I did not get to show you my guacamole or my salsa, and I didn't forget about that, so I'm going to show you right now. That's not my Red Bull thing, but I do drink, you know, some juices. I try to stick to the 100% juice. Drink a lot of tea, which I've made back there. I don't really keep a lot of things in my fridge, only because I don't get to eat that much and they'll spoil so quickly. So I have, you know, meats and stuff and lots of vegetables. I love vegetables in the fridge. Got some Morningstar black bean chipotle burgers. Those are really good. They're vegetarian burgers, but they're really good, pretty good. I keep a lot of like, you know, like herbs, and I rarely ever use, you know, the sea salt or anything like that. I try to use a lot of fresh herbs and peppers and onions and things like that. Keep spaghetti sauce and stuff like that. Sometimes I do a little seafood broil. Ah, got some more backup apple juice up there and some other things, little seasonings. Keep, you know, pasta, sugar, stuff like that in my fridge. I mean, in my cabinet, my fridge. I've been eating more fruit and raw fruit lately. I like grapefruit. Put a little honey or agave nectar on it, or even some Splenda if you don't have that, and that's nice. But this is my salsa. I wish I could have showed you, like I said, making it. You can make it as chunky. Mine's a little chunky, or as not chunky as you like. I guess this is my I like my guacamole chunky. So you can see my pieces of tomato, the everything really fresh. And I'll tell you what my little sister said the other day. She's like, I made tacos, homemade tacos, and I did it with a lamb, ground lamb, which was really good. It's a little gamey tasting. If you eat lamb or deer or something like that, you know what I mean. But She said, "Oh, everything tastes so fresh. It's like I'm eating a garden." And she's silly, y'all. So I laughed at that, but I thought it was so nice of her to say that. But as of right now, that's that. If you have any questions, thank you for subscribing and thank you for checking up on me. I know it's been a minute since I posted a video, but people, are like, "What happened to you? Are you okay?" And I've been going through a lot. I moved, got my new place, and I'm happy. I'm doing well. I just got to go pick up my car tomorrow. Hopefully, they called me today, and it was supposed to be fixed, but when I got there, they were like, "So sorry, Miss Curry, we mixed you up with someone else. Your car is not ready." So I was pissed about that, but I do have a rental until 3:30 tomorrow, so I'm going there first thing in the morning to go pick it up, and that's that. But that's all I have to say about that.